Hey Alan, Grant here. Just want to go over the masonry, pergola, fireplace, new location of the stone wall design, okay? So you could understand what I think is your best option. All right, so here's your actual pool, marked right here. There's your pool cover. It's 30 inches wide and extends past the pool. You're gonna have to probably possibly put a stepping stone path going through here from your existing driveway. There's the gate opening is right here and actually lines up almost with your with the edge of the pool cover structure. Okay, so you could put stepping stone path through there. Again, the blue mark, I'll send you the PDF as well so you can take a closer look at it, but the blue mark is your water line on the inside, and the outer side is a 1 foot coping. So you have a 1 foot piece of bluestone coping that runs along the edge. Right over there, it's only about a 6-inch coping, and that runs right up against the wider feature / stone wall. The stone wall, my suggestion is actually to put an 18-inch wide coping, because then you could use the same 18-inch wide coping to match perhaps along this edge, perhaps along the steps. So again, that's an idea. You don't necessarily have to do that, but just that's an idea. This area here, 6 feet long, roughly 3.5 feet wide, would be your would be your fireplace. Let me just open another picture here. So if you look at this screen, it's a similar concept, similar size fireplace, but then you'd end up possibly having the hearth in front of it, okay, and then walls extend on either side. Now on your design, because you have a raised ledge area behind it, this wall might have to be 4 to 5 feet tall coming off the fireplace, which will be okay because the fireplace will still be a much taller structure than the wall, but we'd have to come back and do more elevation measurements to see exactly the height of the wall. We want to obviously keep it as short as possible. The ledge outcropping now, like where the tip is kind of where my finger is, back there. Okay, so the idea would be is you put in these walls and then you landscape all around it to block that ledge, that exposed ledge. Perhaps end up using some evergreens, again, evergreen shrubs in front of that ledge. You never see where the machine artificially chipped it. Okay, then your pergola, you'd end up having the posts of the pergola come down on top of your patio. Okay, and then you'd have the posts come down in the 4 corners. You'll notice one post is kind of in front of one of the walls that extends along the steps, so it doesn't block your steps. Then 4.5 foot wide steps, I think, would be the right proportion. 4.5 foot long steps, and then they're a foot deep. You'll probably need 5 steps. The wall, your current wall, is 2 foot 4.5 inches. If they put the coping on top, it would be 2 foot 4.5 inches above the level of your pool, which your pool level would also establish the level of your patio. So again, that's only 4 steps. So because you have a pitch or a slope coming down through the lawn, I think you're gonna need 5 or 6 steps coming off this side. Okay. Then this area in here would be your built-in grill with the countertop. Okay, that makes sense. Again, you don't have any posts in front of it. Preferably, if you could, you'd have a pergola that just had 4 posts. Now, if you do that, it's going to probably be a little bit more money because they're going to have to put reinforcements in the posts to hold the weight. But then this way, you don't have a post coming down in front of your kitchen area. Okay, so that's a potential idea. The other option is, if it doesn't really make sense to do that, because this right now, let me see, would be around, let me just do the math, 15 feet wide this way, approximately 15 feet wide. Okay, you might be able to get away with just 2 posts here, but you might need to add posts here, 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 and here. So you might end up having 4 posts on this side, 4 posts on this side, and then just one run through here with just 2 posts. All right, and then the Riverside fence could look at this and give us some ideas as far as the best way to do it. But you're going to also notice I have the patio going to the corner of the coping, which obviously makes sense. And it makes your total patio roughly, 18 plus 1 is 19, roughly 19 and a half. Actually, no, sorry, 19 feet long from this corner to the steps, so 19 feet long. And it's a roughly, again, if you take out the wall, 15, 16 feet wide going through here. Okay. In between the pool and the patio, we talked about stepping stones, so that we still have to figure out design for that. This is more of a preliminary design just to talk about all the different structures and whatnot, and thinking about the grading and slopes and whatnot. This would be the extension of the new proposed wall, starting that big boulder, which is over here. Okay. You'll notice that it would have a nicer curve to it and connect right to the wall that borders your patio. Okay. And if you do that, you're going to obviously regain a lot more lawn space. Then up top, rather than having this sliver of lawn, I would just turn this into plantings. You're going to want these plantings running along through this wall to soften this area. And obviously just aesthetically would look a lot better if you get some nice colors and whatnot, softening the walls and the patios and the pool. Okay. So that's about it for now. And then phase 2 would be elaborating on this design and putting more details, plantings, whatnot, along this side. As far as costs go, when we've done fireplaces in the past, just to give you a sense, it's almost somewhere, we call it somewhere between 20 to 30,000 for a fireplace, depending on how you build it. The pergola is probably going to cost you somewhere between, call it 13 to 20,000 for the pergola. Okay. Then the wall structures, let's see if that's 15. I'm just doing off the top of my head, but just giving you a sense of cost. Well, let's put it this way: by the time you buy a built-in grill, it's about 4,000. If you buy some cabinets and whatnot, other accessories that go with the grill, you have another 2,000. So you're in about 6,000 for the grill. Countertop, by the time you install it, could cost you 2,500 to 3,500. And then the masonry alone, typically because you have to do cinder block and there's a lot of little detail work when you do a grill, is somewhere in around 5,500. So you're talking almost, it's usually like 12 to 15,000 by the time you put in a built-in grill countertop, okay, with the accessories and whatnot. The wall structures here, again, just ballpark number, let's see, 1540. Say this is 50 feet. That was 6.5 feet, 6.5 feet. So that's 13. Do a quick math for you here. Let's see, here's my calculator. Just barely 1 sec. Just want to give you a sense of cost. Wall structure, say it's 40 plus 13. 50, say it's around 55 feet. 55 feet. And it's going to be on average, call it 3 feet tall. Times this. I mean, you're probably dealing with somewhere between 12 to 18,000 for the wall structures. Okay, and then you have to obviously remove the wall here, all the lawn. But these are just some basic numbers just to give you a sense of cost. So that's it. I'll shoot this over to you now, and then perhaps we can chat Sunday evening. Talk to you soon. Thanks.